Hello everyone, today we are going to install Red Hat 8 minimal version on VirtualBox. First, let's open the VirtualBox. On the left you can see my previously configured virtual machines. To create a new virtual machine, press new. Give a name of your virtual machine. I am using Rel 8 as a name. Machine folder is the location you want to install the virtual machine. I have already created a folder called server VM. Let's select the server VM. This is the select folder. The type is Linux and the version is Red Hat 64-bit, and press next. The RAM size, I am going to provide a RAM size of 4 GB. This is the storage option. Here we are going to select create a virtual disk now, then press create button, and file type will be VDI. The disk allocation will be dynamically allocated, and the file location and size, this is actually the total hard disk size that we are going to assign for the virtual machine. We are giving approximately 50 GB. Our primary configuration is done. Now select the Rel 8, our new virtual machine, and go to the settings option. Go to the storage option, and here you can see the controller IDE. The CD drive is empty, so there is no optical drive. We are going to select the ISO image from our hard disk. So from the CD icon, choose a disk file, and now we are going to locate the ISO file for Red Hat 8. This is our Rel 8.1 ISO. Total size is 7.31 GB. Go to the network and select bridge adapter, and the name would be Wi-Fi, as my main PC is connected to the Wi-Fi. So the bridge mode means my virtual machine and my main machine, my physical machine, is going to be in the same network. Now go to the system and the processor option. We are going to allocate 2 CPU core for this VM. That's all. Now press OK and start. This is the grab menu. Click inside the black screen and use up and down arrow to select the first one. We are going to choose the first option, which is install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Select your preferred language. In our case it's English, United States. Go to the time and date option and select Bangladesh on the map. You can also write your country address on the upper left corner. On the software selection, we are going to select minimal installation. It will be very light and very convenient for installation. Now go to the network option and turn on our Ethernet port. As you can see, we have already received the IP address from DHCP server. You can also allocate manual IP address using the configure option. As you can see, my mouse is stuck inside the VM and the mouse is not showing outside of this VM screen. So to detach the mouse from the mouse icon from the VM screen, you have to press right control. If you press right control, then the mouse will be detached from the VM, and you can use it in your physical machine, main machine. Here you can see that my main machine, my physical machine, received DHCP IP 192.168.0.107, and my virtual machine is received IP address from the same network block 192.168.0.109. So we can see that they are both from the same network address, and as the bridge mode is working here. From the configure option, go to the general, and you must select connect automatically so that your network card becomes active whenever the system reboots. And from the IPv4 setting, we can choose the manual option to provide the IP address manually. You can configure hostname as per your requirement and press apply. Now press done. Now go to the installation destination, and our hard disk is already selected, 51 GB. We are going to do custom partition. This is our first partition. We are going to create partition for root partition. It is 15 GB. The pattern is according to the Red Hat specification. It's provided on the bottom left corner here. And the boot option, for the boot partition we are going to give 1 GB. For home, 10 GB is enough for now. Swap partition, we are going to use 2 GB for swap, and the rest of the space is I am allocating for var. This is the LVM, device type is LVM, and the volume group is rel binary, and file system is XFS. And now press done and accept changes. Now press begin installation, and asking for root password. We are giving a simple password here, typing just red hat. Done. Now we have to wait for 6 or 7 minutes to complete the setup. This depends on your PC configuration and how much core and how much CPU core and how much RAM you have provided for this VM. It also depends on this. Now it's asking for reboot. We have to reboot the system. Press reboot, and it's again asking for the installation guideline. It's asking for whether I want to test the media install and or install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. The reason is that it is booting from our DVD. The priority was given by default for the DVD. So we have to go to our VM settings and delete the DVD room, like ejecting the DVD room from this server. Now go to our VM settings and go to storage options. Here is our ISO DVD. Click on the CD icon and remove disk from virtual drive and press OK. Now the disk is gone, and we have to power off this virtual machine and power on again. This time the virtual machine will boot from the hard disk. We will choose the first option and wait for the login prompt. Okay, our server is successfully installed, Red Hat 8, and it's asking for login credentials. We are providing root and the password for root. Now we are successfully logged in. From the IPA command we can see our IP addresses. So as my virtual machine received the IP address 192.168.0.104, and my physical machine is also in the same network block, so I can directly access our virtual machine from the terminal of our main physical machine. Let's try this. Hopefully you will understand. We are opening a SSH terminal, MobaXterm, and our server IP address is 192.168.0.104. Let's start a local terminal and try to SSH root at that 192.168.0.104, asking for password. Yeah, we are successfully logged in into our server. It's done. Thank you so much for watching this video.